This woman has one of the most amazing supernatural and rescue stories ever. This encounter will defy all worldly knowledge and understanding. In 2012, while studying in Australia, Elizabeth went to stay at a hostel, which if you didn't know what a hostel is, it's kind of set up like a dormitory at a college, giving it that community feel, unlike a hotel where you have private rooms. So Elizabeth, staying at this hostel, was only going to stay there for one night. She went to bed, and about midnight, she woke up and had to go to the bathroom. And now keep in mind, the hostel didn't have bathrooms attached to the rooms that you would stay in. They had these separate rooms that had bathroom stalls and showers all in one for women and one for men, and everyone staying at the hostel would share these bathrooms, kind of like something you would see in a locker room. After using the bathroom, she opened the door to go back to her room when she saw this man walk by, and immediately she got this very scary vibe from him. He was this well-built man and had this very intimidating look about him, and on top of that, he wasn't wearing any shoes, which was kind of strange. So she went back inside the bathroom and shut the door and went to one of the stalls, shut the stall door, locked it, thinking that she would just wait it out for about 10 minutes and hope that the man would be gone, and then she could go back to her room and go to sleep. So she just sat there waiting, and she hears the door open, and she thinks, oh great, another girl came in and I can just walk out of the bathroom with her. But that person who came in didn't go anywhere. It was just like this person was standing there, and on top of that, she could hear this person breathing very softly. She had no idea who it was, so she leaned down to look underneath the stall to see who it was. And there he was. She could see the man's feet. He was just standing there near her stall. Then she hears the guy go and turn on the faucets to the sink. One by one, he turned all of the faucets on to all the sinks that were in the bathroom. He then goes to the corner of the bathroom where she couldn't see him anymore. Then she hears him turn on the showers, one by one. It was as if the guy was trying to make it loud in the bathroom to drown out the sound of what he was planning on doing to her. All of those scenarios started to play in Elizabeth's head of what this man was going to do to her. A while had passed and the water was still running in the bathroom, and she was curious to what this guy was doing. So she leaned back down again to look out underneath the stall, and then that's when she saw the man on all fours looking right back at her. She immediately sat back terrified. Then she could tell that the man was standing right outside the stall door waiting for her. So she began to start praying and say, God, I know you're real. I know you are here with me. Please protect me from this man, from whatever he is here to do. Please just be with me. She then puts her hands on the stall door and begins praying. She says, God, please protect me from within these doors. Please put a shield around me. Thank you for protecting me. As she was there praying to God, she could feel God speak to her and tell her to start praying for this man. So she began to pray and say, God, please let this man know and realize that you love him, that he's a son of a king and he doesn't have to do this. Then she could start to feel this love for this guy, God's love for him. She was feeling her heartbeat, and she was thinking to herself, this is not okay. I'm scared. But she could hear God telling her, I have you in my arms. I have you so tight that this guy is not going to do anything. I love you. She starts to pray and thank God for sending a girl to come in and help her get out safe, and thanking God for him being there for her. Then she hears someone come to the bathroom door, and Elizabeth is like, oh, thank you, God. You answered my prayer and you bringing a girl in here. But then she hears the man run to the door and hold it shut so that whoever was trying to get in couldn't get into the bathroom. After a while, the man went back into the corner of this bathroom where she couldn't see him, but before doing so, he opened and shut the bathroom door, giving the impression that he left. So Elizabeth, knowing that this man didn't leave, she pretended to be on the phone with a friend, and she was like, oh, you tried to come in here? What do you mean you couldn't get in? Well, why don't you go to the reception desk and see if they'll come let you in? She was doing this in hopes that she would scare the man off, and not even 5 minutes later, she hears the door to the bathroom shut. She started to pray to God and say, please God, let him be gone, let him be gone. Then she hears the door open again, but this time the stall next to her opened. She looked down to see who it was, and to her amazement, she saw a woman's feet. She unlatched her door. As soon as she heard the woman next to her unlatch her door, she ran to her crying and told her what just happened. And then they went to the reception desk to tell the man there that was at the desk what happened in that bathroom. She remembers looking at the clock while she was at the reception desk, and she was shocked to know that she was in the bathroom for 2.5 hours. The man at the reception desk checked the cameras, and they saw the man that was in the bathroom, and they caught him fleeing the hostel. After all this happened, Elizabeth was like, I'm not staying here, and she grabbed all of her things and went somewhere else. But before she left, she asked the man that was at the desk, hey, when you file the police report, or when you get the report, if they catch this man, ask the man why he didn't do anything when he was in the bathroom with me. It's just so strange that the man was in the bathroom for 2.5 hours and didn't do anything. He didn't come underneath the stall. He didn't bang on the door. He didn't do anything. A week later, when she was home, she received an email, and the receptionist sent over the police report. And when the man was asked why he was in there for 2.5 hours in the bathroom and didn't do anything, the man said that he felt that there was something blocking him from getting her, which the receptionist put this in quotes because he wasn't sure what this meant exactly. But Elizabeth knew exactly what that meant. At that moment, she started praising God, knowing that God rescued and protected her that night because that man was really going to hurt her. That does it for today's amazing and supernatural story. Hit that thumbs up, and until next time, God bless.